for this evening. I'm in Fatma and I'll wait for the people to join right now. Hello. Hello people. Okay. So, कैसे हैं आप सब? How are you all? Write in the chat box, how are you feeling right now? Hi. Hi Donadi. Hello. Hello Momita ma'am. Hi Akansha. So I extend a very hearty, warm welcome to everyone out here. So, how are you all? How's pandemic going on? Is everything all right? Is everything fine? Are you feeling bored at home? How many of you are eagerly waiting for the college to reopen? Great, great. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank each and everyone out here for taking their time out from their busy and heavy schedule and taking the initiative to be a part of this amazing social event. And before starting this session, I would like to give a short introduction of DRACON. What's that? And today we have our third social event of DRACON. So the page from where I'm live right now is DRACON plays a very modern role in uprising of the esports community across India, along with the managing and organizing credited events registered under lovely professional university student organization cell. And DRACON has successfully organized various events in collaboration with worldwide. And if I talk about certain events, that was Nirvana 2.0, Splitsvilla, Nirvana cultural events, and we have one motto. DRACON have just one motto, and that motto of DRACON is what we do the best. And moving forward now, coming to the main point, the reason why we have gathered here is because student organization DRACON under Division of Student Welfare LPU is organizing of an event named Hemat Awareness Camping from 20th of March to 24th of March, and today is our third day. This social event is going on from 20th of March, and on 20th of March we were having our first event where Dr. Lovelina Nader, she came and she talked about that what are the importance of personal hygiene and sanitation. It was a great session with her. And if I talk about the day second, which was done with a great host. She was all the way from God's own country, Swati Suresh. Yesterday that event has been done where Vishal Chhabra, he came. And who was he? Vishal Chhabra, the doctor, he told yesterday about the solution on how to overcome the stress and anxiety the students face throughout their college life. And it was a great session. And today we have a third event where Dr. Momita Paul Chaudhary, she will join us soon, and she will talk about that how nutrition are required to fight stress and improve immunity system and energy level. And this session is going to be amazing because we are the people of 21st century, and in this generation everyone are taking a lot of junk foods. So how we can keep ourselves energetic, how we can maintain, how we can boost our immune system, she will talk about that. And I will tell you, just be with us right now. It is going to be a great session. And tomorrow we have day 4, and day 4 on 23rd of March, Ruchi Paul, she will come and she will say about what are the importance of yoga and meditation. And the last event, but not the least, we have the 5th event that will be conducted on 24th of March, where the speaker, he will talk about the breast cancer symptoms, awareness, risk factors, and how it can be treated by Dr. Sunil. So, how are you all? Are you excited of this social event, the 5 days event? Please write in the chat box. I want to know this from you all. That are you really want to know about that how you can keep yourself energetic, how you can boost your immune system, how you can be fit, how you can have a great long life ahead. Write in the chat box. I'm waiting for you all. Are you excited for today's event? Just write yes or no. Are you enjoying the social event right now? Yes, okay. Nice to see this. In fact, I'm loving this social event which is going around. It is giving a lot of information and a lot of knowledge. The main thing that is required is knowledge. We should be aware of the things. Okay, so as I said, today is our third day of Hemad awareness camping, and the speaker for this evening is Dr. Momita Paul Chaudhary, and she will talk about how nutrition are required to fight stress and improve immune system and energy level. So without wasting, without delaying any time, I would like to send her the request, and she will join us soon. I have already sent her the request and she will join us soon. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, Eman. I'm good. How are you?
Amazing, ma'am. Great. Okay, before starting the session, I would like to give a short introduction of Dr. Momita Paul Chaudhary. Who is she? She is young, she is bold. As we can see right on the virtual screen, she is with us right now. So, she has done her qualification, she has done her graduation in clinical nutrition and diabetes from Osmania University and PG diploma in nutrition and diabetes from Osmania University and MSc in applied nutrition for ICRM, that is the National Institute of Nutrition in Hyderabad, and she diabetes educator course from International Diabetes Federation. And if I talk about her experience, she had work experience of 4 years, and I will tell you all current dietitian and certified diabetes educator as an endocrine super specialty clinic in collaboration with an endocrinologist. So,
Thank you so much. Yeah, my voice is audible. My voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, but I can hear the background. Certain noises.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm sitting at my clinic. I'm just coming live directly from my clinic. So maybe some patients are outside. I hope it's not like it's clear now.
Yeah, it's clear, ma'am. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, okay. Okay. I must say you have got a beautiful smile.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. But ma'am, I would like to proceed that I would like to tell the people that who are you, about your achievements, about your activities, what you do for the people, for the social, as a social event, what you do for the society. And let me tell you all that she has delivered several health talks at various places like Air India, Shahabad, SBI Hyderabad, and MNC's corporate school, etc. And she has conducted medical workshops for colleges, schools, blogs on health and nutrition related topics, and healthy recipe in Health Magazine's Health and Awareness website. She had won many awards for her activities in her students' life and career, and owns an educational YouTube channel and Instagram page from Nutrition Science. And as we can see, she has just joined from that page only. Okay, so ma'am, it's an honor to have you with us. And what do you think about Track On Social event bringing a new vision to the people? And how do you feel to be with us right now?
I really appreciate the work you are doing. Your platform has given so many, have done so many events in past, and now it's like for 5 days you are continuously doing some kind of awareness week, and it's like awareness event. So I have watched the previous sessions which was delivered by Dr. Lavlina and Dr. Vishal. It was really enlightening. It was a good event, and I hope today's event is also useful and helpful for the general public. And the upcoming events, we are just waiting for the upcoming events. So it's
Definitely.
really, yes, and these days general awareness, social awareness, and especially related to diet and nutrition, because these days our lifestyle has changed a lot. And past year in 2020, the whole year was very stressful. Most of the people have lost their lives due to corona. Most of the people have lost their relatives, some have lost their jobs, and it was really stressful for students also, because they were having online classes and continuously they were exposed to the screen. So screen, if I tell you the negative effects of being online continuously for long hours, it has a bad effect on your health. So we just today's session will be more on the importance of the diet in your daily routine, daily in your daily your in your lives, how you can change your lifestyle with your diet, and how you can combat stress and improve your immunity. So I hope it will be an interactive session. If you have any doubts, if your viewers have any doubts, they can comment, and I will try to answer all of them.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So as you have heard that if you have any doubt related to any nutrition things, yet you want to know, really want to know something related to nutrition and how you can improve your health, then you can write in the chat box for any question, anything you would like to ask. Miss Momita ma'am, she is here with us. She will answer all the questions. Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, moving forward, tell me something about yourself, that how you have done and what are the things like how you went into a nutrition field.
I never dreamt of having this as my job, because I always wanted to be a medical doctor. I wanted to join because I am from army background. My father is from army. I wanted to be an army doctor. So I have given many exams, but my fate was in this field only, and also I'm a big foodie. So what I thought, this subject is related, everything is related to food and body, and it's a life science course, paramedical. It's you're not completely in the medical field, but it's like paramedical. You work with the doctors, you work for the patients, you treat patients. And in hospital, it's not only the doctors who are taking care of the patients, but it's also the paramedical team. So I just got interest in this course and have taken up this, and I till now I had a good experience in my field. So I have worked as a lecturer, as a nutrition lecturer for undergraduate students for 2 years. I have worked in multi-specialty hospital as a clinical dietitian, and right now I'm into research, and I'm working in a clinic as a dietitian. I'm working with an endocrinologist. So my clinic is specialized in all endocrine disorders like diabetes, PCOD, thyroid.
Okay, ma'am. It's great to know that. And we have one question in the chat box and she is asking that how can we maintain a healthy diet while being in a hectic routine?
Yes. So first thing, I would like to say that there is no word called dieting. There is no word called dieting in nutrition science. Yes, diet is the word. Diet means the food pattern you follow generally in your routine. That is called diet. So if somebody is saying I am on diet, what kind of diet you are on? So first of all, don't follow any kind of fad diets. Fad diets means, somebody will tell you that if you fast for a few hours, then you can lose weight. Fad diets are mostly for short term. It's not long term goals. So have a proper balanced meal is important. It's not necessary that it's not like if you skip your meal, then like you can achieve a weight loss, you can achieve a weight loss target. No, every time, every 3 hours or 4 hours our body needs some food. We need to feed our body. So have a timetable that every 3 or 4 hours you will have something in limited amounts. So what matters is the quality and the quantity of food you are eating. If you know any kind of food which is harmful to your body, avoid that, restrict that. And also, the number of calories you need per day depends on your age, gender, present weight, and your lifestyle. So if I tell you that I'm my weight is little more than is high in higher side compared to my height, so I may need about 1400 kilocalories, but it's not necessary that my friend who is just having the normal weight compared to her height and age, she needs the same. No, it depends individually.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it depends individually. So the thing is, you should know what kind of diet, what kind of food is good for you, and always have a diary, maintain a food diary. And dietitian, it always doesn't tell you to to remove certain kinds of food. If I tell you, if you're going for weight loss, and the dietitian never tells you to avoid few sweets, you can avoid few foods like sweets or avoid junk foods. No, if I tell you this, you will not follow, because once in a while you can have outside food, you can have your favorite foods. It's not like you have to continuously have to be on bland diet or saltless, sugarless food. But you should know how to follow a balanced diet. What is the balanced diet, what are the things which comes under balanced diet? So we will be discussing today about this. So main topic for today's session is the importance of nutrition to combat stress. Stress is very common problem which we all face at some point in our life. Be it your exams or personal or professional problems, your workload, even the night shifts, the IT professionals who have night shifts, they don't have proper sleep at night. So it can be stressful job for them. So does diet has any role? Yes. How? Because if you see to baby, when mother is pregnant, for the development of the baby, it all depends on what mother is having, how is the medical condition of the mother, and what kind of food she is eating. It depends on, it's all is dependent. Okay, so all hormones, all cells in our body is dependent on what you eat. So the hormones which are released in our body, it depends on what kind of food you are eating. All hormones are made up of protein, so you need to have protein-rich foods. What happens in stress? There are few hormones. I will be telling you few names. It's very important to know. When our body is under stress, stress is not only related to mental health, but physical stress. If somebody has met with an accident, if there is any injury to the body, if there is any pain, body pains, that can also be considered as stress. So when body is under stress, there are few hormones which are released, that is cortisol hormone and adrenaline. So cortisol hormone is a stress response hormones which will have direct effect on your blood sugar levels, direct effect on your weight gain. So if you are stressed, ultimately there will be a weight gain. In chronic stress, it can lead to health issues like diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high BP, fast heartbeat, high pulse rate, and many more. And anxiety, depression also comes under chronic stress. So there are huge list of foods which are high in natural hormones, and also if you take certain kinds of foods, because hormones are made up of protein. So protein, if you take protein rich foods, we have different types of protein again. So the foods which are rich in protein may help you in will help you in the production of hormones. So I will be discussing about what are the foods you can take to avoid for stress, and what foods to be taken to combat stress and immunity. And I think somebody has asked some question. I just saw.
Ma'am, there was a question I will read for you. Yeah, ma'am, it was like, what are the good habits that PCOD patients look for?
Okay, so PCOD patients, They should, if they are overweight, they should go for a weight loss regime. Avoid all sugary foods, all high simple carbohydrates like simple sugars, regular sugars, refined flour, that is maida, refined flour, white bread, all are refined. So avoid all refined products. Include more of whole grains, whole pulses, millets like ragi, jowar, bajra have to be taken more. So in PCOD, some girls may be not sensitive to ragi, so ragi can be limited, but it should not be avoided because ragi is rich source of calcium, and girls, especially girls, require calcium. So ragi is the highest source of calcium in cereal group. And include more of proteins in your diet. You can follow seed cycling, that is combination of 4 seeds: flax seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. So seeds are these seeds and nuts and seeds are actually very good for hormonal balance. So it can be taken daily. 1 tablespoon of each seeds can be taken as a raw form or in powdered form. Add to your regular meals like dal, or if you're making chapati, you can add to your flour dough. So and have plenty of water. And also water intake is different for each individual. General rule is you should have 2 to 3 liters, but the thing is, medically, if you see, every body is different according to your present weight, age and gender. There is a calculation how much water should an individual should take. Okay, sorry if there is any okay. And general rule is 2 to 3 liters. And avoid all kinds of processed and packaged items, because all processed, packaged and bottled items are high in salt, sugar and oil, because they are pre-cooked. You don't have to cook anything, you just have to open the packet, add to water, and within minutes it's ready. So they are pre-cooked. Avoid those, because if you are taking care of your visible salt and sugar in your diet, and if you're taking this also, that means you are taking excess salt. So always there is a recommendation of salt and sugar per day should not exceed more than 1 teaspoon. So make sure that if you are having tea or coffee a number of times in a day, what we generally do is we use 1 teaspoon of sugar in each cup. Then you are exceeding your limit. Sugar doesn't give you anything except for calories and taste. And always go for natural sugar, that is natural. Ripened fruits have high sugar content, you can go for natural fruits. And there are few spices like cinnamon, soft, so you can switch to herbal tea like hibiscus tea, cinnamon tea, fennel seeds tea, or green tea. And they don't have caffeine also. So we'll be talking about stress, like somebody has asked about PCOD.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I think
ma'am.
it's clear.
Absolutely clear, ma'am. Moving to the next question, there was one more question, that how much importance would you give to breakfast and its value in day-to-day working?
That's a good question. Usually, when you are in hurry, we try to skip breakfast. But always remember that breakfast is the first meal of the day. That is the first thing. And our brain, the main primary source is glucose for our brain. We need glucose to work, to make your brain function properly. And also, if your breakfast should be in the larger should be more, lunch should be moderate, your dinner should be light. So always have breakfast in the combination of cereals and pulse. Cereals and pulse, like, it should be combination of carbohydrates and protein. Don't take any kind of sugary foods in excess sugar in your breakfast meal, because excess sugar will make your brain it will affect your brain, and you may feel drowsy after 1 or 2 hours. So have limit your sugar intake in breakfast. And also breakfast is very important it's very important, because when you are sleeping at 10 o'clock at night and you're getting up at 6, there is a long gap, your body is on fasting mode. So to make your body work efficiently, you need to have breakfast daily.
And there is one most famous quote that eat your breakfast like a king and
Yes.
dinner like a beggar.
Dinner should be very light. You should never sleep on empty stomach. Because there are few hormones, and also improper sleep will make you gain weight, and also stress levels goes high when you have improper sleep at night. Mostly it is the good night sleep which counts, not the daytime nap. Okay, so there is an organization of that is National Sleep Foundation. They have recommended different sleeping hours for according to life stages. For young adults, it should be from 8 to 9 hours. From older adults, it should be from 9 to 10 hours sleep at night. And if you have a improper sleep pattern, when you don't sleep at night, there are few hormones, that is ghrelin is called hunger hormone, which is the production is very high at night. So ultimately when hunger hormone is high, then it will lead to weight gain. You tend to have more calories, and ultimately it will lead to weight gain. And also for everyone at night, from midnight 12 to 3 o'clock, there is a time, it's a natural process where the blood sugar levels goes down. It happens with everyone who are non-diabetic, who are healthy, and also who are already diabetic and on medications. So because in healthy individuals, insulin is working properly, so it gets controlled, blood sugar levels get controlled. But what happens in diabetic patients, if it is not because insulin is not working, so it doesn't get control, next day the sugar levels will be high. So for patients who are diabetic, it's very important for them also to have something and then sleep, and always have a timetable that you will have your dinner, finish dinner by 7 to 8 o'clock, give a gap of 2 hours, then you can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Immediately you should never sleep. Even if you're taking nap, don't just lie down after having your lunch, because yes, yes.
Kumar is asking that, ma'am, being in calorie deficit is healthy.
calorie
Calorie deficit.
deficit calorie deficit diet is given for someone who needs severe weight loss regime, not for everyone. If you are healthy, if your BMI is normal, BMI is body mass index, which shows if your weight is normal according to your height. So if you come under normal category, you don't need to go on a calorie deficit diet, because calorie deficit mainly is for it's like a low fat and low carbohydrate diets. So carbohydrate is not necessary to be low, because the main source of glucose is carbohydrate. Glucose is a type of carbohydrate, and we need carbohydrate some amount, and also not some amount, but about 200 to 300 grams.
Yes, ma'am.
Choose the good quality of carbohydrates. We have two types of carbohydrates, that is simple carbohydrates and complex. Always go for complex carbohydrates and less of simple carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates is nothing but the regular white sugar, all refined products are simple carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are your millets, your whole grains, your whole pulses. So if you include more, they are highly nutritious compared to the simple carbohydrates, because simple carbohydrates will give you only calories. I'm talking about the white sugar. It gives you only calories. It doesn't give you any other nutrients. They are not high in iron, protein, or other minerals. But if you go for millets, complex carbohydrates like millets or whole pulses, along with good fiber, they are high in protein and vitamins and minerals. So always choose good carbohydrates than bad carbohydrates.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to ask this from you that what are the problem caused when there is a nutritional gap in the human body?
Okay, so I will give you in detail thing this that you should always go for your blood checkup. You should always go for medical checkup, complete blood picture, so you will come to know that if there is any deficiency. deficiency, your hemoglobin deficiency, or there are many types of tests which are done. And also there are few symptoms which are usually seen, like no, I'll talk about hair fall. Hair fall issue is very common. Hair fall issue is very common. It's not among only it's not only among girls, but even men do face hair fall issues. So it's not necessary that hair fall can be due to only dietary pattern, in like low intake of iron or protein or biotin, zinc, selenium. These nutrients are very important for your hair nourishment. It's not necessary that only the diet issues leads to hair fall, but there are many things to be considered. So if you see if there is any kind of ulcers, I'm talking about symptoms which you, if medical checkup or in your blood checkup is not possible, you can see symptoms on your body itself. So if there is any ulcer or dry skin and hair fall issues, and sometimes if improper diet may cause irregular periods for girls, if there is any improper weight gain, there is no weight loss but weight gain. Even though if someone says that I'm following low fat diet, how my weight is still, I'm still gaining my weight, what is the reason? That could be any other reason also. Some issues, maybe some underlying health issues is causing weight gain. So it's very important to check up with your healthcare professionals.
Absolutely.
Always it's not Google which will give you your correct answers to your questions. Always take advice from healthcare professional.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, we have next question in the chat box with Praful, that is, if my BMI is normal with perfect height and weight required, but still unable to gain muscles weight, what is your suggestion to overcome this issue?
Less weight can in your question. Who is asking this question?
Praful is asking.
So maybe he's asking. Okay, so it can be genetic too. It can be genetic too. It's not necessary that some issues with your body, but it can be genetic too. If your parents are underweight or very lean, and always remember that it's not necessary if somebody is lean or if height and weight is everything is normal, so they are unhealthy. It's not necessary. पतले होकर भी लोग strong रहते हैं. You know, if somebody is obese रह के भी लोग strong रहते हैं.
Absolutely.
So, and if at all if you're underweight, and if you want to gain weight, always go for natural diet. If somebody suggests you to have some protein powders, please avoid protein powders at first step. That is the first step you should avoid, because always follow your nature, what nature is giving. Always go for natural foods. You can gain weight with your diet if you follow a diet. It's not necessary to have a protein supplements every time. So there are negative effects of protein supplements too.
Yeah.
Somebody has asked something.
Yes, ma'am. It's like muscles improvement will be based on quality of the protein.
Yes.
For the protein quality.
Yes. There are whey proteins, there is soya isolate. Don't go for any kind, that is the only thing I'm saying, that don't go for any kind of supplements. First, you should follow a proper balanced diet. So what are the proteins? Yes.
Ma'am, so I want to know. Yeah. Like, ma'am, when people should take the supplements and vitamins?
If you're following a proper balanced meal, you don't need any supplements, you don't need any powders.
Okay.
Because protein powders have negative effect on health on long run. It can damage your kidneys. Okay. Excess protein is also not it's not healthy. Excess protein is also not healthy for kidneys. And always go for natural protein. So I'll tell you, in veg source, if you're vegetarian, include dals. Any kind of dal. You can include be it split dal or whole pulses like rajma, chole. You can have daily include dal for your lunch and dinner. If you are non-vegetarian, you can have 2 eggs per day. If you are on a calorie deficit diet, have 2 egg whites, and once in a week you can have whole egg, that is with yolk. Yolk should never be avoided even in weight loss regime, because yolk are high in fat. Okay, it's healthy fats, it's high in cholesterol, I agree, but they're high in protein, they're high in iron, biotin, and vitamin D. And usually vitamin D we get from only through non-veg. There is no plant sources, only mushrooms and some fortified food items like fortified soya milk, fortified almond milk, rice milk. If any breakfast cereal is fortified with vitamin D, those are the sources in plant sources, but not from vitamin D. Will get only from animal sources and sunlight. So, what are the proper timings to get a proper sunlight of vitamin D? Is Vitamin D is naturally produced in our body. When you expose yourself to sun, the cholesterol is converted into vitamin D through sunlight. So
Yeah.
expose your 18% of your body parts, that is your hands and legs. If you expose at least for 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times in a week, from morning 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can get the natural vitamin D.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, moving forward, I would like to ask that the people who are struggling with stress and anxiety issues or even depression, like does not have the urge to eat, and that will in turn affect them badly. So, ma'am, what advice would you like to give there to them regarding their food habits?
Yes, there are some foods which should be avoided when person is having chronic stress. Chronic stress means when they have stress for long period, for longer time, prolonged time. That is chronic stress. Acute stress is for short duration. The person may have headache, upset stomach. I'll tell you one fact that stress will affect your reproductive system. It upsets your digestive system, and also it lowers your immunity. So there are some foods which will have negative effect on stress, that will aggravate your stress symptoms. One is caffeine. Caffeine
Okay,
should
ma'am.
be avoided. So we get caffeine from tea, coffee, and some soft drinks. So it
Yeah.
should be it should be completely avoided during stress, when your body is under stress. It also contributes to sleep improper insomnia, that is loss of sleep. You don't get sleep, and also nervousness. It aggravates your nervousness. So and also it increases the production of cortisol, that is stress hormone. So avoid caffeine, and alcohol and smoking should be avoided, and all processed and refined products should be avoided, because they increase the production of cortisol in the body. So high fat diet. High fat doesn't mean that you will completely omit oil from your diet. There are two types of fat: healthy fats and unhealthy fats. Healthy fats, you can use your regular oil and keep changing the type of oil you are using. Don't use the same sunflower oil whole throughout the year. Okay, so it's like every month you need to keep changing to get the essential fatty acids. Essential fatty acids are omega-3 fatty acids, omega-6 fatty acids. So to get all the nutrients, you need to keep changing, or in a day for 2 different meals you can 2 different types of oils. For lunch you can use rice bran, for dinner you can use sunflower oil. Keep switching the type of oil. And if you completely avoid oil or fats from your diet, you will see that you will have dry skin, because our skin is also made of fat. So you need some amount of fat in your diet. So it's like roughly 20 to 30 grams of fat you need. But avoid all unhealthy fats which come from all deep fried items, bakery items, creams. They are high in bad fat. Make sure the packaged item which you are having, like biscuits or bread or anything which you are buying, always check the food labels. Always check the ingredients list, and the table which is usually given beside ingredient list, that is called nutritional information. always go check for trans fat. Trans fat is bad fat. It increases bad cholesterol and it leads to weight gain. So it should be less than 1%. So
Okay,
if
ma'am.
you're going for if you're going for whole wheat biscuits or multigrain biscuits, always check the ingredient list. The first word of any ingredient is always the main ingredient of the product, is always the main ingredient. So if you want to have oats biscuit, oats should be the first word, and it should be more than 55%. If it is ragi biscuit, ragi should be the first word. If it is whole wheat biscuits, whole wheat flour should be the first word. But if it is written as refined wheat flour, then it's completely maida biscuit. So avoid those kinds. So these foods aggravate stress and should be avoided under chronic stress.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, that is full labeled organic and more nutritious. All those
Sorry?
products, ma'am, all those products which are in the market, like which are labeled as organic, are more
Yes.
nutritious.
Check for the FSSI symbol and license number. And
Yeah.
always check the ingredient list. Ingredient list is never wrong. Because FSSI is an organization which checks for all the claims the companies claiming for their products. If it is saying that it is sugarless biscuits or it is sugar-free Coke, check for the ingredients list. Okay, if there is no sugar added to this product, if there is any other source of sugar, like if it is sugar free, it can contain sucralose. Because always remember, baked foods are not maida is the main ingredient in every bakery products. Biscuits cannot be made without maida. But yes, we can, if you're making at home, you can use healthy products, you can use healthy ingredients. And
Okay, ma'am.
pizza base, which we are very fond of, pizza, burgers, the main ingredient is maida, which is not good for health. It gives you only calories and weight gain, and increases your blood sugar levels. So try to limit.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. So it's a very good information for the people. And ma'am, we have one question in the chat box, that does intensive physical workout reduce chronic stress?
Yes, you can go for physical activity. It's very important to have physical activity when you are under stress. It's like it decreases the cortisol hormones, and also you will be distracted. Sorry, it will be distracted. If somebody is sitting idle, who are under like थोड़ा ज़्यादा काम हो गया, एग्जाम है कल, सिर्फ एग्जाम के बारे में सोच रहे हैं. So I think yesterday when Dr. Vishal was saying that exams के एक दिन पहले ज़्यादा टेंशन कुछ नहीं लेना है. You can go for your play. You can go for play. कुछ play आप खेल सकते हैं, थोड़ा वर्कआउट कीजिए, खेलिए, लाइट खाना खाना है. That actually to distract yourself. तो आप जब किसी स्ट्रेस में है, आप खुद डिस्ट्रैक्ट होते हैं कहीं से, तो आपको पता चलता ही नहीं है. सो naturally your stress levels will come down. Same is with physical activity. So physical activity, and always don't have as a beginner, don't go for like हम 1 घंटा कर लेंगे, हमने अभी स्टार्ट किया है, होता नहीं है. Because if you are a beginner, always start with 15 to 30 minutes of physical activity. इमीडिएटली बॉडी को कभी भी स्ट्रेस, इतना भी प्रेशर नहीं देना, क्योंकि आप नए अगर ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, जिम ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं या कोई वर्कआउट्स कर रहे हैं. सो इट टेक्स टाइम. स्लोली ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज योर टाइमिंग्स. देन यू कैन लाइक थोड़े स्लो पेस में कर रहे, फिर इंटेंसिटी थोड़ा स्पीड बढ़ा सकते हैं, मॉडरेट एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं, कार्डियो यू कैन डू. So yes, physical activity has a role.
Yeah, in that way, their mind can also be diverted from the
And
stress
also, yes,
they are
और
facing.
अगर weight gain issue है, so diet is not the only thing you have to look for. Diet is 80%, 20% is physical activity. Without physical activity, you cannot lose weight. So there should be any kind of physical activity daily. Because so maybe most of our viewers are very young. they are students or they are young, so they can go for any kind of cardio और कुछ भी मतलब जिम ज्वाइन करना है तो जिम ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, बट जिम का भी एक नेगेटिव इफेक्ट है. इफ यू यू नो कंटिन्यूअसली 3 महीने के लिए आप जिम कर रहे हैं, फिर आपको लगा कि नहीं मुझे अब छोड़ देना चाहिए, सो द वेट विच यू हैव लॉस्ट, थोड़ा चेंजेस आते हैं बॉडी में, अगर वो लूज हुआ 4th मंथ या 5th मंथ यू विल गेन एक्स्ट्रा किलोस, तो वो एक है, you will come back to your original weight, और डबल भी हो सकता है. So yes, which is better, yoga or gym? Yoga doesn't have any side effects, gym has a side effects. If you leave once, then you will gain extra kilos. Yoga doesn't have any side effects.
Ma'am, we have next question. Yeah, what is a sugar-free? What is sugar-free sugar? Is it affect sugar level also? Ma'am,
I will tell. Yes, मैंने अभी एक चीज बताया, sugar free biscuits and all. Sugar free is actually artificial sweetener. अगर दे यूजुअली क्या होता है कि डायबिटिक पेशेंट्स या वेट लॉस लोगों के लिए, पीपल हु आर वेरी हेल्थ कॉन्शियस, वेट कॉन्शियस बहुत है, वेट गेन करना ही नहीं है, दे गो फॉर शुगर फ्री टैबलेट्स, कैप्सूल्स, ड्रॉप्स में भी आता है. चेक फॉर इंग्रेडिएंट लिस्ट, that is the most of the sugar free capsules will have sucralose रहेगा या फिर aspartame रहेगा. Sucralose is artificial sweetener which should not be taken for long run. 1-2 साल भी अगर continuously उसको लिया आपने, तो it will definitely affect your liver and kidney. So always, if you are going for sugar free capsules ले रहे हैं, तो there is also a limit. Per day you should have only one. If you are taking 3 times, if you're taking tea 3 times and you are adding 1 capsule in each, that means you're exceeding your limit. But I always say that instead of having sugar-free capsules or anything, go for natural sugar.
Yeah.
Tea जो हम लोग regular milk tea लेते हैं, black tea लेते हैं, you can have sugarless. If you want to have, you don't want to add extra sugar to your diet, sugar without sugar भी ले सकते हैं, because body कैसा है कि 2 दिन भी अगर विदाउट शुगर या कम शुगर कम सॉल्ट का खाना खाते, टेस्ट बर्ड विल चेंज. नेक्स्ट डे क्या होगा, 2-3 दिन के बाद क्या होगा, यू फील लाइक अगर थोड़ा सा भी आधा चम्मच भी चीनी लिया, आपको लगेगा बहुत सा 1 किलो चीनी हो गया, ये तो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. सो आपको हैबिचुएटेड हो जाता है, विल बी हैबिचुएटेड विद शुगरलेस टी. इफ यू वांट टू हैव sugar in your diet, always go for natural sugar. That is, you can have cinnamon tea or green tea. You can have lemon tea. You can have fennel seeds. Cinnamon, fennel seeds give you natural sweetness, so you can go for that.
Absolutely,
and आजकल stevia एक आता है, stevia, diabetes, those are on demand, because even I prefer stevia and diabetes because till now there is no side effects, and it's not artificial sweetener, that is natural sweetener. They don't have any sucralose or aspartame. If you Google about sucralose and aspartame, there are many countries who have banned sucralose in their countries because they have shown many cases of people dying of using sugar-free capsules.
Yeah. So stevia is better than sugar-free.
Stevia is better because that is natural. Because that is natural sweetener.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, we have one question in the public chat, that does water intake have effect on weight gain or loss?
Yes, it does, because और एक theory बोलना चाहूंगी यहाँ पे. When you have excess weight, if somebody has excess weight, there are 2 types of weight, that is fat weight and water weight. जिनका weight ज्यादा होता है, उनका water accumulation भी ज्यादा होता है body. So so first week अगर आप weight loss regime में है, it is very important to have less salt diet, because excess salt attracts excess water. Salt ज्यादा लेंगे, ज्यादा water accumulate होगा, आपका weight loss नहीं होगा. So
absolutely.
Yes, so अगर आपको weight loss करना है, okay, आप water लीजिए, but make sure you take less salt in your diet when you are on weight loss regime. And first week or first 2 weeks, if you are losing any weight, that is अगर 1 kg अगर lose हुआ, that is not your fat weight loss, that is water weight loss. सो अगर थर्ड वीक में जाके आपने सोचा कि ओके आई हैव लॉस्ट 2 kg, सो आई कैन हैव माई पिज्जा बर्गर, हम सब खा लेंगे, नूडल्स सब खा लेंगे, सो आपको क्या होगा, जो आपने सॉल्ट जो भी वेट लॉस किया था पिछले हफ्ते, वो सब वापस आ जाएगा. So it's like salt will attract water according to your weight and present weight, your age and gender. Everybody has different water intake that has to be taken, and it's not like if somebody is telling, if I'm telling you to have 3 liters of water, so 3 liter का plain water नहीं, any fluid like tea, coffee, जो भी fluid consistency में होता है, that everything comes from that 3 liters, okay. And हमें natural water तो मिलता ही है with from fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. It is an amazing session going on, and ma'am, I would like to tell you that. Would you like to say something to our audience from your behalf?
मैं तो यही बोलूंगी कि don't follow any kind of fat diets. If somebody is under stress, it's not like ऐसा होता है ना कि आपको कोई डाइट दे देगा कि ये डाइट आपके लिए अच्छा है, आप ये कर लो, स्ट्रेस रिलीव होगा. ये सबके लिए काम नहीं करता है. एवरी बॉडी इज डिफरेंट, एवरी मेटाबॉलिज्म डिफरेंट. क्योंकि अगर मेरे लिए कुछ अगर ठीक है, फास्टिंग से मेरा वेट लॉस हो रहा है, डजंट मीन दैट माय फ्रेंड विल आल्सो लूज वेट. उनका कुछ और नेगेटिव. एंड इफ यू फॉलो एनी काइंड ऑफ फैट डाइट्स, इट कम्स विथ कंडीशंस. कुछ ना कुछ डिफिशियंसी तो होगा ही बॉडी में. एंड व्हेन यू आर अंडर स्ट्रेस, choose your food wisely. Always go for natural home food instead of completely going for processed or refined foods. And if somebody is on stress, it's very important that family support is very important. Yes, and include foods which are high in protein. When somebody is like, if body is under stress, include foods high in protein. So I've already told कि protein rich sources क्या है, vitamin D, or zinc, selenium, iron. Zinc, selenium, iron will get from all food sources. हर एक खाने में थोड़े अमाउंट्स में रहते हैं, and these are minerals. ज़्यादा अमाउंट में नहीं चाहिए, it's only milligrams. And if you want to have supplementation, if you are following a proper balanced meal, there is no need of any kinds of supplements or commercial formulas. कोई protein powders की जरूरत नहीं होती आपकी weight gain या weight loss के लिए. Home food, natural, जो nature से आ रहा है वही आप food खाएंगे तो that also works for your overall health. Never depend on any supplements or anything until and unless you are suffering from any chronic health issues.
Yeah.
Or severe health issues. And always check for always go for your health checkup, your blood checkup. क्योंकि अगर आप सोचेंगे नहीं अभी तो क्या है, जरूरत नहीं है, जब मुझे कुछ होगा, चक्कर आएगा, मैं अपना हीमोग्लोबिन चेक करा लूंगी, नहीं. आफ्टर 18 years के बाद हर एक लड़की को, एवरी गर्ल शुड गो फॉर थायराइड चेकअप and blood checkup. Every 3 months you can go for blood check, and every 6 months you can go for thyroid checkup. And it's not necessary that thyroid is only for girls, even men. लेकिन prevalence ज़्यादा girls में है. So girls should go for thyroid checkup. And if there is any kind of first of all, ज़्यादा stress लेने से it will affect your reproductive system also. So for girls, अगर इनको issue है कि periods regular नहीं है, so check with your doctor. कभी कभी ज़्यादा सोचने से भी कि मुझे इस टाइम, इस लास्ट मंथ नहीं हुआ, इस मंथ नहीं हुआ, ज़्यादा सोचने से भी कभी कभी नहीं होता है, लेट होता है. एंड इफ योर मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल इज टेकिंग like 3 months या 4 months, always go for ultrasound or go for doctor's advice. So doctors will advise you if you need, because 1 month is okay, 1 month नहीं हुआ कोई बात नहीं, 2 months 3 months अगर ज़्यादा extend हो रहा है, so always check up with your healthcare professionals. And always don't depend on Google आपका personal dietitian नहीं है, because everybody what you need is not necessary that even your मैं बार बार ये बोल रही हूँ कि आपको जितना calories और requirements है, it's not same with the other person. So Google में maybe may not be corrected. Google कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल ने ही ऐसा कुछ किया है, गूगल में डाला है. एनीबडी कैन पोस्ट एनीथिंग ऑन गूगल.
Absolutely, ma'am. Google is just a source for us. We can go and find information. Not we should. We don't have to truly believe on Google. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it was a very nice, very interactive session with you. And at last, I would like to extend a word of thanks and gratitude for you to coming here and sharing your knowledge, sharing your great information with us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, in the last, we have last question that why is this that we doesn't feel hungry at all?
कब भूख नहीं लगती आपको?
Yes,
कब भूख नहीं
please.
लगती?
Ma'am is asking something that आपको भूख कब नहीं लगती है? When you are in stress.
If you can tell me your age and what is the reason for not getting like appetite आपका इतना कम क्यों है, आप बताएंगे तो मैं कुछ बोल सकती हूँ.
Waiting for you.
See, one more thing is always have small and frequent meals.
Yeah.
Small and frequent meals. In the beginning I told you that every 3 or 4 hours we need to feed our body. That doesn't mean कि आप हर 3 घंटे में बहुत भर के प्लेट भर के खाएंगे, वो जरूरी नहीं है. Small frequent meals, always measure your quantity of food you are eating. So always start your day with some liquid. Warm water ले सकते हैं आप, or you can have herbal tea, green tea or something. Don't have directly on empty stomach. You should never have the solid food. Soaked badam almonds, हमारे parents, दादी नानी सब बोलेंगे कि भिगा हुआ बादाम खाओ, अच्छा रहता है, दिमाग बढ़ता है, वो आप ले सकते हैं. Fluid ले सकते हैं, but always don't start directly with breakfast. Always have something, वरना before breakfast have some kind of fluid. So वो fluid, it can be your any kind of herbal tea or warm water with chia seeds you can add, or sabja seeds you can add, or lemon water. Lemon water with honey is not, I will not recommend, because it doesn't work with for everybody. Lemon water with honey लेने से acidity के issues आते हैं in some cases. So it's not necessary that you should go for this. It usually बोलते हैं कि मैम weight loss के लिए अच्छा है ना, so जरूरी नहीं है सबके लिए काम करे. And yes, when I have any exam, I don't feel hungry क्योंकि आप stress में हैं exam के लिए. अब stress में हैं.
Yeah, because of the stress, like sometimes we don't feel hungry. This is the reason.
पढ़ने में इतने मस्त हो जाते हैं कि अब खाना भूल जाते हैं.
Yeah, ma'am.
So every 3 hours feed something, have something in small amounts, and always check with the, and also जब हम खाना खा रहे हैं, the size of the plate also matters. Instead of having whole plate, have use small bowl or small plate, medium size plate. और बच्चों का usually क्या रहता है, school going children जो रहते हैं ना, उनका क्या रहता है, अगर थोड़ा colorful रहेगा, प्लेट कलरफुल रहने दो, या फिर प्लेट में जो खाना है थोड़ा ग्रीन येलो थोड़ा ऐसा रहेगा तो उनको खाने में भी थोड़ा अच्छा रहता है. सो खाने में भी इनको अगर करेला भी दे दिया, थोड़ा सुंदर सा डिजाइन वेजिटेबल कार्विंग ऐसा कुछ कर लिया तो दे कैन हैव. सो यूज सम इनोवेटिव आइडियाज. एंड stress में when you have exams, don't go for heavy meal. One day before your exam, you should never have any heavy meal. Always have light. बिरयानी मत खाइए, बाहर का खाना मत खाइए एक एग्जाम से पहले, पेट खराब होगा. It will affect your exam also. And when you're going for exam, you can have handful of nuts and seeds. Don't have any kinds of sugary, ज़्यादा chocolate कुछ नहीं लेना है. Yes, and chocolate का I was thinking that somebody will ask about dark chocolate. Dark chocolate खाना चाहिए कि नहीं? You should always choose dark chocolate which has 70% or more cacao. वो करेक्ट, जितना ज्यादा बिटर है चॉकलेट उतना ज्यादा डार्क है और ज्यादा न्यूट्रिशियस है. सो यूज गो फॉर दोस चॉकलेट्स जितना कम बिटर है उसमें शुगर ज्यादा होता है. एंड इवन कैफीन कंटेंट इज आल्सो हाई. And it's not like अगर आपको stress है तो आप पूरा दिन chocolate खाते रहेंगे. You cannot have a whole slab of chocolate at a time, because dark chocolate में भी caffeine content is high. So always, it's not like at a time you should not have chocolates. It's recommended to have only 20 grams, that is one piece या two pieces आप खा लेंगे तो that is good. There is, and calorie intake भी नहीं बढ़ता है उससे. एक बार में पूरा डार्क चॉकलेट खाएंगे ये समझ के कि इट्स लाइक अ मेडिसिन, चलो मेडिसिन नहीं लेना है पर ये चॉकलेट मैं खा सकती हूँ पूरा दिन, कैलोरी बढ़ेगा, आपका वेट बढ़ेगा और कैफीन ज्यादा होगा. सो ऑलवेज हैव लिमिटेड.
Yeah. Definitely, ma'am. Sure, we will have the limited dark chocolates. And many people, thank you so much, ma'am, for this session. It was a very nice, we can see in the public chat that people are writing. It's a very great session, very informative session, very knowledgeable session. And to be very honest, they have gathered a lot of knowledge about that, how they can maintain, how they can boost their immune system, how they can free from this stress. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So whatever I have discussed is applicable for your immunity. अगर आप कोई सोच रहे हैं कि हमने तो immunity के बारे में discuss नहीं किया, so whatever we have discussed now is same for immunity and to increase your energy levels. To increase your energy levels, have small frequent meals, have good quality of foods, and always prefer natural foods.
Yes,
and less of processed and refined. इमीडिएटली आप सडनली आप बिल्कुल भी चॉकलेट बंद नहीं कर सकते. पिज्जा बर्गर्स इतना जल्दी कोई भी पूरा बंद नहीं कर सकता. वंस इन अ वाइल इज ओके. यू कैन फॉलो अ हेल्दी बैलेंस्ड मील डेली, बट वंस इन 2 weeks यू कैन हैव चीट डेज. किसी कोई फंक्शन हो गया या 2 हफ्ते में एक बार आप बिरयानी खा लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Yes, ma'am. Indeed. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm honored that you shared this virtual screen with us, and it was a very great session. Thank you so much. And I would like to tell this to the audience. Thank you so much for listening so patiently and taking your time out from the busy and heavy schedule. And thank you, ma'am, for taking your time out from the busy schedule. I know you have, yeah. Yes, ma'am. You have stopped your
Thank you.
6 to 7.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eman. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Take care.
Take care. Bye, people. Thank you so much for listening so patiently. See you soon tomorrow. Yes, I would like to tell you one more thing. Tomorrow is day 4, and tomorrow, who is coming is Dr. Ruchi Pool, and she will tell us that what are the importance of yoga and meditation. And I would like you all to join at 6. And ma'am, if possible, if you have time, then you can also join tomorrow's event, social event, Hemata Awareness Camping. It will be amazing, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. I will. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.